Miss Laura with the Wichita Falls Arts Council, and today we'll be creating some self-portraits or images of ourselves, small and far away in the distance, using cut black paper, silhouettes, or backlit images. We'll only use a small list of tools and materials to complete this project, and I'm going to show this to you after I show you some examples of what I did in other classes. So this first one, I have a nice simple hill. There's me in the distance, composed of some really simple shapes, wearing a nice little triangle here, have a hair bun, and then I added a tree later to add some substance to my portrait. This landscape's a little bit different. I have some stairs, a little bit of a railing. There's a nice little bird in the background. I'm wearing some pants and a shirt. I have a cat here and a trash can because we're at a public park. Another hill landscape. There I am with my signature bun. Me and this dinosaur maybe went to the same birthday party. We're both holding balloons. And then last one, we have another hill landscape, another bird wearing a triangle again, and then maintaining my distance from this large robot to my left. So we're only going to be using a few things. So I have a black sheet of paper, a gray sheet of paper, and a white sheet of paper. These are my materials. I also have some tools. I have a pair of scissors, a pencil, and a glue stick, or whatever glue you choose to use. I like glue sticks because they're relatively clean. All right, so I'm going to start off with my pencil and my black sheet of paper. I'm going to put everything else to the side for the moment. And I'm going to start by creating my basic terrain. So in my examples, I did a lot of hills. Here's some more hills. It's mostly hills. And then this one I did stairs. So you can choose whether you want to have a natural type of terrain or a more structured industrial type of terrain. Or if you want it just to be one flat plane across, you can also do that. But I'm going to take my pencil right now and I'm going to very carefully draw my terrain. So I'm starting somewhere near the bottom of my paper, not all the way to the bottom, but somewhere near it, slightly under the middle. And I'm just doing a line that goes across. I'm going to do hills again. I'm going to have this dip down. Okay, so I have some hills, one line that goes across. I'm going to get my scissors once I'm done drawing my natural or my architectural terrain, and I'm going to cut on this line. You don't have to cut exactly on the line, especially if it's a more natural shape like hills. It won't really matter. So I'm going to keep my hill shape or my terrain shape, and then I'm going to take the rest of this black paper, and I'm going to use this later to create my imagery, but I don't need it right now, so I'm just going to put it to the side over here. I'm going to grab my glue stick and my gray sheet of paper, and I'm going to place my cutout landscape or terrain, and I'm going to place it so that I line it up with the bottom of my gray sheet, so all the edges meet up on the bottom. I'm going to grab my glue stick, and I'm going to glue the back of this black strip And I'm only applying glue to the entirety of this black cutout paper and not the gray paper, because I don't know where the black paper is going to fall on the gray paper. So just applying glue. And then carefully lining it up on my gray paper so that all those bottom edges meet, all these little corners match up. Rubbing my hands across so that the gray sheet of paper and this black strip of paper stick together. So I have created a setting for my self-portrait. Now all I have to do is add in imagery. So I'm going to start by doing the self-portrait component. I'm going to make myself. So I guess now's the time to think about what sort of defining characteristics make up your physical appearance. So I have an unusually large circular hair bun. So I added that to all of my tiny self-portrait people. I don't usually wear triangles, but it's an easy shape to make. So think about simple shapes that you can use to make up your little person. Or if you want to challenge yourself and make it more realistic, you also have that option. I'm going to stick to simple shapes. So I'm going to start by cutting out a nice triangle for myself. And I'm just using the leftover paper. Okay. There we go. There's a nice triangle. There I am. I'm going to cut out a circle for my head. Okay. And you can also draw on your black paper and cut out shapes if you think it will help you. Almost there. I'm going to make some legs. And I'm just cutting out really thin strips of paper to make some stick legs and some stick arms. There's a leg, there's a leg, there's an arm, and there is another arm. Okay. Still need a hair bun. When I have all the shapes that I am composed of, I am going to carefully glue everything into place. I like to start by gluing my triangle first. Nice big shape to get everything started. And there is my circular head and my circular hair. Put it over here. One leg at a time. Arm. Let's get another arm in. Almost lost it. There we go. Okay. Looks like I'm just going to have both my arms going up. Maybe I'm celebrating something in this image. Look how excited I look. Yay. Okay, so this is the main component of what we're doing. I have some options now as for, I guess, what this image is going to consist of. I have my white paper here in case I want to make clouds. If you want to keep your sky clear, that is an option you can take, or you can choose to cut out clouds with the white paper. I'm going to do out some curved shapes. Glue this into place. Refine that a little bit. And I'm leaving one flat side when I cut out my cloud so I can put it right to the top of my paper to look like the cloud is sort of going off of the page. I'll put one little cloud in the distance here. One little full cloud. Have it sit behind my hill a little bit. So I can be done here, or I can add in things to, I guess, make my scene a little more interesting. Okay. So I still have the rest of my black paper, and I have all of this material to add in things. I think I'm going to do another tree for this little hilltop here. You can draw first, then cut. I'm just going to cut freestyle to keep things loose. Okay, so there's my little wide tree branch. Oh, look, we have some similar shapes going on. This looks like it looks like the tree celebrating too. And then for my tree leaves, I'm just going to cut another cloud shape. Really stylized and simple. It's okay if it goes a little bit off the page. Glue. Plop that down so it's sitting right on top of my branches. And I feel like that's enough. So thank you for joining me today. See you guys next time.